And when so Chelsea says, ah, a hoon, ya free ho, and to be anya free, no expressing no on showing support to Canada, Japan. Sebi, like it has been said, Senya Canada, Japan, be until for MVP power. Anything for Kofita, Trotromu. Obiase Canada, Japan, a bar, Ghana versus, and to new opportunity to Canada, Japan. Even as early as 8 months into NDC's governance, they started calling upon Canada, Japan. And the NPP who's out here, no matter we could choose Nipa for the then they would have caused the party a lot of pain because you're better opposition. Now, no, maybe someone say, ah, you see, Obia, Nipa Bia, will be rational. Near Nimse Bia, Baumia, I would disadvantage. Yehu, or call election Yahu, say Muslims in Peno, not Ness in Peno. These are the things that we have to consider, and that is intellectual. Now, I can say on the table of the gentleman of BBC or Camber of War. A young Kobisa Japanese president or BBC or Camber of War. Indian, a young Kobisa. Tayaram Camber of War, yet they are developed. It is our secondary school mentality, say, your Camber of War, a good president. If Chairman has gone through parliament and politics and up to this time, then the man has to be examined.
Yeah, my phone now kwaba and family channel. So I say a solid TV. Me didn't add the shy will see message say Jebre and Comobi Eufio. When him say Yameboa on the 31st of January 2026, the new Patriotic Party air kwako to about a day to be the party anymore. Ya be a nomination. Honorable Kennedy Kwame compare with Japan. Ya dear NPP MPs akwako pick a form at the man say or no and on GDS obeti power at the NPP in 2028. And come away after become a nano pay and we remember the barber so more. Now, me chamwaba, me ba, no, you could see the communication data for Ken in Ashanti region 2028 at Nas in Aquacoman Faba. Abusa for medical more Aquaba and the Cameroonian Command lawyer, so lawyer Quaba. Nempomoko.
Oh, yes, I do.
Good. Another one say honorable Kennedy Kwame Company and who they are pick a form and then
oh, yo, that's in the chair to your phone. MPs, they were all MPs. Okay. Consequences, the car, and a lady in the car, the same. No, sir. Another, they were about 5. Okay. Now, my cousin, so we are worth a person about to be the president. A bad nomination fee, I know so to or say the public chair say, Omujis over to make your man and to meet your camera. And that's what happened with Kennedy Agyapong. And so on the low key, and now I'm going to without even telling him, I'm going to nomination. Born a man say, I could so Munkofa, Tom Kofa bread, you know. Why your parliamentarians and woman declare your parliamentarians on the nomination for showing that they are committed. If a man for comes to Yaka, okay. And the way your list, I say, Nipa 67 is support to know. MPs now don't see Gakofa nomination for Mamana to show their commitment towards his cause. And this is positive. And it shows he has the support of parliamentarians.
Like the last election, that is 2023 prime minister. Now, honorable Kennedy Japan, I mean, MPs are not board of witness. But this time, MPP MPs, apart from the witness, Omako pick form and Damano. And there are some catch MPP and it can come.
In fact, a Mark can come, for instance, a Maya Ahotoswa. She said, would that any MP to me at 37%? Yeah. Me and your MPs 10 crowds, and the Ahotoswana party forms with the Etrom say, a hoonie at the 2 of Musuna. Na Obia at 30. Maybe I will be a medical in the Japan. I can tell you, said during the first election, there were people who were supporting Ken, but they couldn't come out openly. And when so Chelsea says, ah, a hoon, ya free ho, and to be free, no expressing home, no on showing support to Canada, Japan. Sebi, like it has been said, Senya Canada, Japan, be until for MVP power. And it's accessibility very, very crucial. We go a party near our power, be our person, every December, the or minus on a year, acquiring the baby to us at 31st. Because you're too much Canada, you're winning, you're too Tiana, you're losing.
Obey son or the castle apart from Canada, Japan, NPP, and power in 2020.
Oh, it is out there. If you go out there, we do converse with people on the street. Anything for Kofita, Trotromu, Obiase secondary Japan, a bar, Ghana versus. And you only opportunity to Japan. Even as early as 8 months into NDC's governance, they started calling upon Canada, Japan. And the NPP who's out here way. No matter we go choose Nipa for the then they would have caused the party a lot of pain because you better opposition.
But Ghana for be SN and say an NPP a call that because a delegate conference. You who say holding Yana atmosphere say still maintain no change. Don't find Dr. Bauliam. So I also see a different.
Oh, they were mobilized. It cannot be correct. One will say, unfortunately, even though SARS system are in a breaking, regional executives, you can see from the decision of NEC and how they have organized themselves, including the thank you talk, so they are still in cahoots with the candidate. I'm per se, omumanu politiano samba. Na no na me bisa mo say yesi obia nipa bia e wo bia rational. Ne enim say bia ba omia e wo disadvantage bi. Ye ne yehu, okọ election yehu. Say Muslims in peno, not ness in peno. So ono an crofo. Ye ma me ana Christo for kwa de me pese me babu. Because no it doesn't form a database.
Yeah.
But cremofo ne not for it there. We have data for it.
That basis in say
election results is our data. You see, data be new are effective or reliable than the election results. And no there, yakoto me yahu. And yes, yakoye a yini yakubu same for questions. So yakoto. The engineer say they not voted against Bawumia.
Oh, but I say party in 8 years and now so and I could for the conduct and maybe.
But that you see, there's too much of intellectual dishonesty. Party in 8 years, which part of which provision of the law? And I say party do 8 years and time. There's nothing like that. It's just a coincidence. So we had 2 term. No. We had opportunity to break the 8, and that was our theme for the election. And then we choose one candidate.
2024 NPP results now in 38.2. Are you not impressed?
Not at all. It is the worst since 92. Ask me why. Emre 30 something now we're in government.
Yeah.
And at this very election, 2024, we were incumbent government. What I say? We had the security on our side because the one in charge was an appointee of the government. They even accused the electoral commission of being on our side. Now to me, 38, and then the whole opposition cabinet 25. And that's how bad the result. And that's delegates that are so. So that's how bad it is. Say you incumbents in Fluma on your 25%. And such a candidate, if you resell him, no by the crowd when you're 35. So I said that and we should be doing this analysis because after all, at the end of the day, the party wants to win power. Oma can say Obiako Bako win. So philosophy who they call elections, they're not just say unye serious.
But isn't it of course I do go ahead and now on there say the modern Monty and Nissi in China. Go for twice, another call 3 times.
Yes.
Why not Bawumia? Yeah, man, another opportunity.
Because their performance wasn't as bad as Bawumia's performance. Nanado, for instance, he won. Yeah. And the second one, Ulusu here. Nanado didn't go to he won the first election. And because of the runoff, he had to lose. What does the Badonia Ulusu say?
Yeah. The first run on
49 point something.
49.3.
Exactly. Kufuor under the dictatorship of Jamal. Yes. Look at opaque ballot box and all the irregularities that was associated with the election. Now, what you are buying, now to me, 38%. Now, say, man, that's a winner serious.
But maybe a 2024 election, what shall results so now what they mean say did you see say religious a pre-card?
Major. They will tell you say there's no data for it, but I can assure you. Sabi meti way. Make you be sabi yes philosophy. And it's our data no me submit me here. I did critical thinking and analysis. And the new data na bet me minimum I me etibam ni religion play me and unfortunately me so me apostle. Yeah. And I can assure you say community me belonging to they are Christians. There was a deliberate attempt by the Christian clerics. Muslim. You can't hide this.
But chairman said was committee report of the Makoki committee. None of the religious or tribe and capture, or do you see that it was skewed?
It was skewed because you can't go to the streets and ask people why we lost and nobody will tell you say because Bawumia was a Muslim. You can't get that, and it was skewed. And a chairman said, "Lady, a year." Say he shouldn't be surprised because he's in charge of his campaign. And to no call about not see when I'm kind of who is over kind of disadvantageous to Bomia. No. It is a fact that religion played a very important role, serious important role in determining who becomes the leader of Ghana.
Okay, Yamrasia, honorable Candy Palmer, compare with the program. Abuja for us say a solid tea, yet in Kunyaso, you do come. America said, Messer was a person who bow down so be a KNL roofing factory. Was a main country of them. The product in Australia, a walk Kumase, a sentiment of one of being off Kumase and a quite quantum also. Now, your special package at the man, I more musia sorry than your mom 10% discount. Say, you call by beer. You might be in 1 year, you taking measurement, and you free, and your payment plan the amount. I'll be my teacher, Krakra. You product in if Australia, press 0536737271, 0536737271. Yamra, honorable Candy Kwame Kumpa, the chance is going to election. That 31st of January 2026, the chance is
Just like so because it's impossible for him to lose. I just say, Canada, Agyapong, our personality it goes beyond the NPP. Advantage of Canada, many Papa Panibi party in Como say, or no contest here, in 42% they bring. But 9% in Academy. And you hear candidate to beat Mena, and that belongs to the floating votes. NPP foreign party, they can consider the 42%. But the 9%, you need a candidate who can win floating votes. And it's Canada, Agyapong. Out there, he has people who believe in his philosophy, who believe in the fact that he's an employer of labor, who believe that he's truthful, or kind of correct. And these are things that people will look to determine whether or not they should choose a leader. And he's a sure candidate for victory because party, look, advantage of Canada, other candidates in Ibino, he's known to be a party person. Every party person who has been in the party knows a Kennedy there. Time be a prepare and then a pray. Then a tune said, then a Tnagates, then a bomb mafia. And to know there, or bar and massive 2 million party people did not vote. Because they know one of their own has come. And to Obenya 42. Now floating votes, including NDC, for no more now, Pontina, who belong to party, the Anum Gidi you're leader or kind of correct. You're leader, Obeya Juma, Amaya Yabia. That will exceed the 9%. So if you do the analysis, it's obvious that the only person who can win party for us is Kennedy. I didn't want to mention Baumia's name in this discussion, but it's important to say because he himself has made statements. Also, the analysis as to his popularity was say 2024 party for 2 million and to Obama. The question is why? That party for no buff na na do ntino man to amano because na do ni ballot box so na ba omi anu buff no e kwen fa so choose no ene gidiom ni woni mu but Kennedy doesn't carry that or no there or a showman people knows that at least one yakobe adwuma ma ye obeka no kran so on so niema bi e course so a party ko di nipa ketewa bi nsem ya omo ba omi describe that what arrogance of power me am the same ko to ba omi was the arrogance of power. First people were the practitioners of the arrogance.
So himself, the campaign manager.
And then the party appointees. Yes. And he still carries that baggage. But Canada, Agyapong cannot be accused of showing arrogance of power. He comes down to the grassroots to deal with that. And he's a grassroots person. And anything that made me very confident, sir, Yanchinchimo Biansa, and 60-40, Ken will get 70 plus.
At 2026 NPP primary, can
yes.
You more than 70 plus?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are
the
you
delegate.
sure?
Oh, you see, me search amaye. Now I was very skeptical about the old album because the impression was that most of them are non-existent, and that those who are there, were brought in by their MPs. But their core ground entities are. They are yearning for a party person. They regret ever choosing Baumia because they never talked about 38%. Nobody.
So
in fact,
after the 2024 17, delegates conference
yes,
voting for Baumia.
Yes, and one of those confessors in Nanado Danko Kufa. We are aware.
Nanado are they?
Or say, I'm quoting him. He underestimated the influence of religion in our politics.
Nanado said
he underestimated the influence of religion in our politics.
Send one give me say a sum me sum we say no. Na betimi anya so ya bato.
And on some kind, say, having exposed the candidate to the level that he exposed me, and for him to get 38, he doesn't think that it's worth supporting him again.
Now, my member says, we say, in case when an unlikely event happens, na NPP got to about Dr. Bawumia. How would the party chance going to like 20 come from the fact that Mama is from the north, or free would the Ghanaians give another opportunity?
It's not possible. Look at how this current president is appointing his appointees. It looks as if not necessarily in one position.
Yeah.
And people have already started agitating. And was it likely that the Akans who never had an appointment during a northern president's governance, another, because they will not know what Bawumia will do. Already in the party, they were saying that Okon office at the northern had taken over. This is a fact. National security need to hold your hair with you. Exactly. So these are things that will not work to the advantage of the party. And I am urging delegates, don't close your eyes on these things because they will be the determining factor when it comes to the national elections.
I don't know what Chairman Sabu said. Party for N2 Abama will be a come for BBC.
I'm not surprised. Because ever since he started talking about me, I mean, whom be our kind intellectually apt. Say Brofu, and then the Ntuma candidate. You don't mind about his popularity. You don't mind about the fact that he belongs to a tribe that is in conflict, and that the other side will all vote against him, which will affect us eventually. The northern conflicts, advantage of Bawumia and disadvantage. The disadvantage was about 10 times that of the advantage. Until they say, oh yeah, statistician up and numbers would you risk such a candidate? These are the things that we have to consider, and that is intellectual. Now, I say on the table of Fuji, to a man who BBC or Cambro. A young Kobisa Japanese president or BBC or Cambro. Indian, a young Kobisa. Say, I'm Cambro, yet they are developing. It is our secondary school mentality, say, your Cambro a good president. If chairman has gone through parliament and politics and up to this time, then the man has to be examined.
But any of the say, here will be a court here. AU summit and I said, United Nations now be ultimate racks of like their corporate. And I can
Agyapong or Kalatin.
Someone who can do
Wakabrofu Ankasa, he has lived in America, he speaks good English, and in fact, his English is one accepted by the whole world. Me who say why grammatical error? I atamus bejina a common name near the other. DJ did it. Your president Yakoebi. What is that? Canada Japan economy? Exactly. So what is this about English? What does I say? And you see, I am an intellectual. I don't dispute that. Every subject and its language. Me as a lawyer, if you see me speaking English, most of the terminologies will be legal. Economics and so there. What does I say? He speaks economic language, and because that is his area, Obi or literature is different. You get the point. And who speaks good English?
I mean, do you think, sir, Bawumia how or managing economy, a count with NPP lose support?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Because economic indicators were bad. And the backdrop is that another assured the party say he was bringing an economic wizard to couple with him so that they can do the magic. And Bawumia himself cannot deny the fact. Say he disappointed the country when it comes to the economy. He did other positive things like digitalization, but for the economy he failed woefully. And I can't because bread and butter issues with our politics that you can never take it away.
So how would the NPP chances be in 2020 if we don't see Agyapong on the ballot paper?
Oh, very negative. In fact, 38 Gomunya, they won't get it. And now you see, there's something in the unknown. Nobody knows how the NDC will perform. And it's also choose the early candidate. You have to factor in the fact that NDC may stabilize the city throughout. You can't say a better casing till it happens. And the wood to see leader. Fact, I invariable say, oh, I did choose to back when they say we failed the economy. Mobile, they have stabilized it. So I said it here.
Yeah.
And you know, Ogo choose leader, Obenya Bibiaka. Canada, Japan can say a lot, even in this present economy. But Bawumia can say little. Because I can't say
So are you saying about Dr. Bawumia or a high risk candidate?
very, very high. Very, very high. Very, very high. And everybody knows this for a fact. Why would his own party abstain from voting for him?
So a same vote, how were you feeling?
I was shocked. Media, yeah, election. I was only monitoring the Zongos and the North. Because to me, mathematics are not say, Senya Zongo Kakraka on not Kakraka maintaining the votes are won. And all I was doing was monitoring the Zongos and the North. Nameti Zongos there, and I was shocked.
Uko Aswan's Central Mosque, Dr. Bawumia has refurbished the Central Mosque, but we lost in all the polling stations.
Bread and butter. And secondly, as a Muslim, his conduct by moving from church to church didn't help him. Shrine to shrine, church to church, it didn't happen. And the Muslim thought that it was haram. But the many Muslims, because one of the one fair concern was saying, Bawumia was not practicing genuine Muslim Islam. And as a result, they decided not to vote for him.
But that's it. Abusia for lawyer William Kusi, Asante Mantem, Honorable Kendi Kwame Kumpanyaho, the campaign Kasama for the nation. Medin the shy, but she said,